Mechanism coming to you live from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, Africa's diplomatic and political capital. I'm your host, Binyam Alamayo, bringing you the latest. Please do make sure to stay with us. And now, moving on, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed today inaugurated the Logo Hike Resort, a major tourism and hospitality development located in South Wello zone of the state of Amhara. Describing the project as both an economic catalyst and a platform for cultural exchange, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said the project was designed to go beyond its physical presence, emphasizing that it is intended to contribute to both local and national economic transformation. He stated that the resort will generate direct and indirect employment, stimulate value chains across agriculture, transport, hospitality and service sectors, and create new direct opportunities for local producers, artisans and entrepreneurs. Take a look at what he says.
ብዙ መልኩ ተዝቆ የማያልቅ ታሪክ ተዝቆ የማያልቅ ትምህርት
This is a place rich with stories that never run dry and with lessons that never lose their relevance. When we look back through history and ask ourselves where this community acquired such values, where they absorbed them, and from whom they learned, we inevitably arrive at the monastery of Hagia Stephanos as the keeper of this great secret. Had all the Ethiopian political leaders of the past 800 years truly understood the immense potential of this monastery, you all know how remarkably far Ethiopia could have risen by today. Abiy noted that the Logo Hike is the second dying tourism project in the Amhara state following Gorgora, and said it strengthens tourism-led growth while anchoring sustainable livelihoods for surrounding communities. Take a look again.
መጽሐፍት የሚያገላብጥ የሚያነብ
A person who turns pages, who reads, who strives for knowledge, and who carries an open and curious mind does not think outside the bounds of development and progress. All the latent foundations for prosperity and future growth that such a mindset requires can be found at Hagia Stephanos. To make this history accessible, to allow people to visit and experience a monastery that embodies nearly 800 years of profound heritage and value, a resort of this kind ought to be developed.
እንደዚህ ያለው ሎጅ ካልተሰራ በቀር ይህ ታሪክ በሁሉም ጫፍ የሚታወቅ
Meanwhile, the Logo Hike Resort, inaugurated today in South Wello zone of the Amhara state by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, is a landmark tourism development. Developed under the Prime Ministerial Dine for Generations initiative, the resort offers visitors a fully equipped, immersive experience and a natural beauty of the Wello highlands. The following reportage lays out all the facts you need to know about this major tourism and hospitality development. Take a look.
In the heart of Wello, where the Ethiopian highlands meet the horizon, Lake Hike rests quietly. For generations, these shores have sustained life, stories and belief. Some places announce themselves, others speak in stillness. This is Logo Hike Resort, spanning 13.3 hectares along the shores of Lake Hike, shaped by nature, guided by intention, and born from Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's Dine for Generations' prime ministerial initiative to create places that endure, not just impress. Here, arrival is unhurried. The lake sets the rhythm. Open skies, long views, and the quiet confidence of space become the first luxury. The resort reveals itself gradually. The resort reveals itself gradually, architecture that frames the landscape rather than competes with it. For meetings and events are present, capable and calm. Beyond what the eye sees, Logo Hike Resort carries a deeper purpose. It works with its environment. Its opportunities through partnership with surrounding communities. It is built to last, not to rush. Here, the destination is not the resort alone. It is the lake. The light, the stillness. The resort simply opens the door. This is Dine for Generations as an experience.
And now the Ethiopian National Dialogue and the forthcoming 7th national election are nurturing democratic values and civil public politics across the country, Ambassador Dina Mufti said. Mufti, who serves as one of the members of the Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee with the Parliament, told the Ethiopian news agency that the national dialogue aims to ease political polarization, while preparations are underway for the general election set for June 1, 2026. Take a look at what he says.
The Dialogue Commission is the commission that has come with the reform. The objective of the commission is actually to sort out issues that creates divisions among Ethiopians, issues that creates differences among Ethiopians. It's a commission that works on conducting dialogue on the issues that makes differences and to make positions closer to each other.
The ambassador indicated that an agenda based on these discussions will soon be presented to the public, allowing for collective input in addressing the underlying causes of differences in the country. He further emphasized that the national dialogue process would enhance the culture of democracy in the country as it helps to sort out differences in civilized manner. Take a look once again.
One of the tenets of democracy is dialogue. the talks, discussions, sorting out differences peacefully in a civilized manner. So what the Dialogue Commission is doing is actually creating a conducive atmosphere for this. So people will sort out their differences, they put their ideas on the table, they talk face to face, and then solutions will be sorted out, solution will be found and will be implemented. Therefore, the entire country will be peaceful and stable.
You're watching EBC World, and now the Dararo Festival is colorfully celebrated every year in mid-January, following the completion of the harvest season. The term Dararo comes from the Gedio language and means to turn green or to flourish, symbolizing a time when nature renews itself, vegetation blossoms, and life is refreshed with new hope. The festival holds deep cultural significance for the Gedio people, serving as an occasion to express gratitude to the Creator, renew the bond between humanity and nature, and strengthen social cohesion within the community. During the celebrations, elders offer blessings, young people take part in traditional dances, and families and neighbors gather in an atmosphere of love and unity to welcome the new year. The Dararo Festival is celebrated every year as Ethiopia is home to numerous nations, nationalities, and peoples. Festivals such as Dararo vividly showcase the country's rich cultural heritage and beauty of its diversity. Preserving and promoting such invaluable traditions while maintaining their authentic cultural essence and introducing them to the wider world is a shared responsibility and a source of national pride, as these values stand as powerful symbols of unity. EBC World congratulates the Gedio people on the peaceful celebration of the Dararo New Year's Festival. And finally, for this hour, ladies and gentlemen, India's ambassador to Ethiopia says New Delhi's chairmanship of the BRICS bloc in 2026 will open a critical platform for Ethiopia and India to work together in amplifying the voice of the Global South. Speaking to EBC World's Viewpoint weekly program, Ambassador Anil Kumar Rai noted that defense and agriculture cooperation agreements between the two countries are already being implemented with a strong focus on supporting peace, stability, and sustainable development across Africa. Sintayo Tamrat reports. Take a look.
Ethiopia and India share a long-standing relationship spanning more than 2 millennia, a partnership that was recently elevated to a strategic level following Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Ethiopia. Both countries are members of the BRICS bloc, an alternative global platform that represents more than half of the world's population. Speaking to EBC World's Viewpoint, Ambassador Anil Kumar Rai said India's 2026 BRICS chairmanship will help Ethiopia and India jointly amplify the Global South's voice, advance developing countries' interests, push for international reforms, and mobilize climate finance.
BRICS offers a solution to the developing countries which are adaptable to their local situation, which addresses the needs of the developing country, and it is also creating an alternative to the global order which was established after the Second World War. And these global orders which are established now, they are not delivering on the agendas for which they were made. So it becomes a platform also to voice the need for reform of the international organization, create a developing country-centric solutions to the emerging issues, jointly voice the need for climate justice and the flow of fund for mitigation and adaptation measures.
Ethiopia and India signed a defense cooperation agreement in February 2025, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi later pledging closer collaboration in United Nations peacekeeping missions.
The training aspect has been started with more than 25 Ethiopian personnel from various defense establishments have visited India for short-term and medium-term training. The new agreement which has been agreed is called as Implementing Agreement in UN Peacekeeping Operations. So we have been continuously working together in the African continent, but through this mechanism, we want to create a more, you can say, cohesive training program, understand each other's strengths, and create complementarity so that every penny which is spent on the peacekeeping operation brings a much higher dividend for the future.
The ambassador also noted that the Memorandum of Understanding signed in agriculture, covering technology transfer and cash crop development, will significantly benefit Indian investors in Ethiopia while boosting productivity and opportunities for local farmers.
One important aspect of Ethiopia's agricultural economics is that you use very little inorganic fertilizers and pesticides. So that makes your agriculture sustainable. But from here, if we have to take it to the next level, then we have to use the latest cutting-edge science so that you retain the sustainability, you retain the purity of your products, but the productivity increases. And that's how there has been discussion on farm mechanization so that the small farm holding can also be brought into mechanization. The second one is that how we can mainstream the nano fertilizers and nano pesticides so that it is the consumption is very low, but the impact is high.
And now a quick reminder of the major stories making headlines for the top of the hour. PM Abiy says logo hike resort to drive jobs, tourism, and local economic growth. And Logo Hike Resort opens as major tourism landmark in Ethiopia's Wollo Highlands. It was me, Binyam Alamayo, bringing you the latest from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Goodbye and take care.